Hey everyone, welcome to the Daily Analysis. It's July 26th, and it is a Thursday. Today was a day of great victory, but also of great heartbreak, and I'll explain what I mean here in just a few minutes by that. Before I do that, let's look at our news real quick. Tonight we don't really have anything major. There's some Japanese news going on at 7:30 p.m., but other than that, nothing major. Now tomorrow, we have one major announcement, and that's the GDP for the United States. Other than that, there's virtually no news tomorrow, so definitely keep your eye on that. Also, before we get started, let me show you our terms of agreement. Now, basically all this says is that this is for educational purposes only, and that we're not registered or licensed or anything like that, so we don't have any right to tell you what to do with your money. Okay, so make sure you understand that. Alright, now, if you guys were watching the markets at all today, you know that the euro and the pound had some serious strength, and that the US dollar was pretty pathetically weak, so it got beat up pretty bad. Now, one thing to note with the euro dollar is that we still haven't hit a significant point as far as a rally to the upside. Number one, because we have this bottom tail here, which I'll draw here, and we're basically hitting right off that. So we haven't even broke what I would consider the lowest point of resistance coming against the euro dollar on its way up. And so, you know, for me, there's not really a lot of expectations for euro to continue up until it breaks here, maybe retests, and then continues up. Until something like that happens, I'm thinking that we're probably looking to head right back down. But then again, the market, you know, does some crazy stuff. When we're least expecting a euro rally, it can spike all the way up. And so, who knows, you know, what we might get out of that. But for right now, I would just watch this little level, which is in correspondence with this, and see if it can break through there. Alright, now when I said today was a day of great trial and heartbreak, but a day of great victory as well, let me show you what I meant. Here was some victory. USDCAD took a great short off the trend line here and made 98.2 pips. Okay, so that was a great trade for me. Definitely a good you know, entry off of this trend line, and it followed through, and I took it close to the bottom of the daily bar, so I'm pretty happy with that trade. Australian dollar was another trade that I took, and was also a great trade on the Australian dollar. I took 112.5 pips, so another awesome trade which really helped grow my account and make a lot of profit. Now, it was also a day of great heartbreak, and let me show you what I mean. The pound dollar. The pound dollar I took short the other day for 93.7 pips right here. I shorted it, I recognized this base, and I went long. And you can see that I lost 51 pips on my long entry, got stopped out down here at the bottom, and then today's daily bar, which I will draw your ruler to, spiked up almost 250 pips in a single day, and I was not on board for it. So that, my friends, was heartbreaking. I took it down for 93 pips. I thought I was going to take it right back up for another 200 pips, and if my stop was in a little better placement, I would have, and it would have been an awesome you know, week of trading. If I would have hit this and the way up, along with that USDCAD and odd trade, it may very well have been the most pips I've ever made in a single week, and that would have been very exciting. However, the pound dollar hurt me and was a source of great heartbreak in my trading. However, with that said, I believe that there's going to be future opportunities to trade the pound dollar, obviously, and I'm looking forward to getting it back for what it did to me. Now, the pound dollar as of right now is you know, kind of at a level. I don't know if you consider this a major level, but it is staying in between some of these major prices. Like, for instance, it hasn't, you know, obviously passed 157 or come below 152 in the past few weeks, and so it's moving quite good. I mean, you can see that almost every daily bar is a very large bar. However, it's not really moving in one definite direction. So if you know how to trade that way, you can make money. I almost got it right with my short and then my long, but missed it a little bit. But hopefully, eventually we're going to actually see a breakout, whether it's to the north or the south. I don't really care, but we'll be able to ride some trends, and that way we'll really be able to make some great pips, and that's obviously my preferred way of trading in the Forex. Other than the pound dollar, I think that most of the pairs are showing a little bit more definite direction. Obviously, if we take a look back to the euro, it's in a very obvious downtrend. The Australian dollar, as we can see, is in a very obvious uptrend. And then the USDCAD is headed down pretty consistently as well since it topped out here in the 1045 area. Okay, so as far as I'm seeing right now in the market, these are really great conditions, and I'm going to continue to look at these trend lines to try to make high quality setups and actually execute during those times when it's touching those trend lines or reacting off those trend lines, and really try to take as much advantage of these good market conditions as I possibly can. And I think that's really one of the keys to trading, is being able to really execute when you have an opportunity to trade. This USD CAD trade was actually also a trade that Casey took on the copier and hit $2,500 on. So awesome trade for the copier as well if you're following on that. And things are going really well right now as far as market conditions, and I think that as long as they continue to last this way, it would be wise of us to take advantage of them while we can. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have today. Is just watch those trend lines, watch those major levels, and make sure that you're ready to react when they're either tested or broken or whatever they might be. Hopefully that was helpful for you, and if you have any comments or questions, or if you want to make fun of me for losing that pound dollar trade, just leave a comment and I'll talk to you soon.